All right. Welcome in. Toilets to Titles, episode number 47. This is the second Dynasty Startup Mock draft of the offseason. We're in March. We did our first mock back in February. We had some guests on. This week, we're doing it with the full Toilets to Titles team. I'm going to introduce everybody one at a time. To my right, if you're watching live on YouTube, my main man, my co-host Justin Stevens at JustinFF_. Justin, what's cooking?
A whole lot. We got a lot going on, so I'm ready to get this one going on.
Hell yeah! And then if you're watching live, to my left, my other dude, my other co-host Nate, the Dirt Man at Nate_Dirt19 with the fresh haircut. Nate, what's cooking?
Saturday morning. It's a great day to be alive, you know. Got my coffee, I'm ready to roll.
Show off those locks right now. That beautiful.
It's kind of messy.
Messy, man. You got 90 minutes for that haircut. That thing's beautiful. It's pristine. It's pristine. All right, below me to the right, my Aussie dude Ben at Live from the Ben, one of the newest team members over here. Ben, how we doing?
Good, bro. Yourself? What's going on?
Man, Ben wrote an article summarizing, recapping our first Dynasty Startup Mock of the season. I will throw that into the show notes here so you can all check that out. I recommend going back and checking out that episode, and then maybe Ben will recap this one as well, let you all know what he thinks about it. Below us on the other side, our other new member, Matt at Matt Chu, MATCAHOO. Matt, how we doing this morning or this evening for you?
Yeah. Hey, lads, I'm going well. Getting flooded. It's pouring out here. It's great weather for ducks, but I'm pumped for the mock.
Great weather for ducks. That's excellent analysis. That's the type of analysis we need on Toilets to Titles. Everybody, if you're listening in, I'm going to tell you some other ways to listen. All right, you can always listen to us on Apple Podcasts. You can listen to us on YouTube. You can listen to us on Podbean, on Facebook. We're on the Toilets to Titles page. We're on When a Family Breaks. We're on Spotify. What we would appreciate, however you're listening to us, go check out our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button. Go back, check out some of our episodes, hit the like button. I recommend hitting the little bell so that you're alerted every time we go live. All of that is greatly appreciated. As well, go to our Apple Podcasts if you have it, and hit the like button, subscribe on there, throw us a review. What I've been telling everybody, we got the second edition of the Frankenstein League coming out this year. The best way to get in, the easiest way to get in, throw us a 5-star review. DM it to us on Twitter, take a little screen cap, send it to us, and then when we go back to fill that listener league, those are going to be the first spots we give away. Justin, we have a little read we need to do about primetime sports. Do you mind hitting us with that?
Sure. Today's episode is brought to you by Primetime Sports Talk, your top source for all major sports content, including DFS, fantasy advice, and great gambling tips. Be sure to head to primetimesportstalk.com to check out their in-depth analysis, exclusive articles, fascinating interviews, and explore the rest of their amazing podcast family. Again, primetimesportstalk.com, your go-to spot for sports content.
Go check that out, Primetime Sports Talk. All right, we are bringing on the final guest. He's been a long-time listener of the show. Well, I can't really say too long time because we haven't been around all that long, but he's been a supporter the whole time. He's a great dude. He's in the Frankenstein League. This is Rich Gonzalez at R Gonzalez RM. Rich, big Raiders fan. What's cooking, my guy?
Man, I'm excited, man. Finally got called up to the big leagues.
Yeah, man, you got called up. We got to fill this thing. We got it's 12-team mock. We're each picking for 2 teams, so we all got to put our drafting caps on frontwards and backwards so that we can handle both rosters. So everybody, this thing is getting ready to go. Everybody give me a thumbs up. Let me know y'all are ready. For all you listening at home, this is excellent content. I just got about 8 thumbs. All right, some guys 2, sometimes 1, but everybody here is ready to go. I do want to remind everybody before we get started with this mock, next week is going to be our free agency recap. We wanted to give it a week to kind of settle. So next weekend we're going to have our big free agency episode to finish out March, and then it's draft season. It's April, and things get super, super exciting. Okay, Dynasty Startup Mock number 2. Here are the rules. It's post free agency. Rookies included because it's a startup mock. It is Superflex, all right? And for those of you listening at home who aren't familiar with Superflex, that means one of your flex spots, you could start a quarterback, an additional quarterback. So 2 quarterbacks, also tight end premium. So the tight ends are 1.5 PPR. Everybody else in the league is 1 PPR. Very basic, very simple, very fun to start this thing out. Rich, your first time on the show. I'm giving you slot number 1. You are ready to start this thing off. Team
Gotcha.
1 for Rich. Go ahead, my guy.
All right. So with the first pick and stuff like that, my strategy is I'm going with Christian McCaffrey. I know this is Superflex League, but he's an opportunity to take a first pick overall and based off a season trade off for the second year to get some multiple picks for the upcoming season. So that's what I'd be going with.
I do want to let everybody know, I did mention this, it's 12 team for the startup. So we each are going to be picking for 2 teams. So it's like we're each team that we pick for ourselves, it's 2 separate entities. They're not tied together. So it's going to be 2 separate thought processes, maybe the same, maybe different, depending on what these guys want to try out. So I am on the clock right here. I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes. I feel like it's pretty much chalk. It's super flex. McCaffrey's a dude. He's a stud. He's coming back. Hopefully he has a better quarterback this year, so I see that. But with myself, I'm going to build a roster around the best quarterback in the NFL. He signed a 10-year deal in Kansas City. Hopefully he plays that whole thing out. They're in the market for Juju, so it looks like they're trying to get some weapons around him to increase what they already have. So I'm comfortable with that. I'm going Patrick Mahomes. And then the next team, the 3rd team overall, is Matt, your first team. Go ahead, my guy.
I'll grab Lamar. I think Fuller's a big addition. They're trying to get Golladay. I'm not sure if that'll happen, but I'm still big on Lamar. I was hoping you'd pass on Mahomes, but I'll take Lamar.
All right, Lamar Jackson is off the board. The dirt man, the mailman, Nate. Your first team is on the board. Nate has his thinking cap on. So go ahead.
Well, it won't actually let me select my guy, so I guess if
Hold on
Justin
one
wants
second.
to pick. Okay,
No.
I'll just.
John, I need you to actually make your pick for team 2. But I got it.
I want you to spoon feed me.
So you're ready now, Nate.
I am going to take. Oh, shoot. You know what? Do it. I want Josh Allen. That's my dude. So it won't let me draft him, but you got it for me. So.
All
You
right,
should
Josh.
draft it now.
No, because it says it's still waiting to start, so it won't let me actually pick anybody.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there
now
it goes.
All right.
Got it.
All right, excellent. All right, Ben, first team for your first pick ever in one of our mocks, my guy. Who we going with?
2 easy boys. I'm going to take Kyler Murray. I think that he was fired to start the year. Had some ups and downs towards the end, but I think they're going to keep improving that system around him. He's just going to keep rolling.
All right, I like it. Oh, we had a little bit of mix-up with that pick. I'll let Justin clean it up. And then, Justin, after you get that cleaned up and you put Kyler Murray in there, you are then on the clock.
Yeah, I have no idea how that happened. I didn't enter that one.
Those of you
Okay.
listening at home, by accident, there was a player entered. The wrong player. That is what was going on there. Justin, you're on the clock. Go ahead, my guy.
All right, so for me, Superflex quarterbacks are already flying off the board. I'm gonna take a quarterback with this pick. I don't really care where he ends up. I feel like I have to take Russell Wilson here. And
Russell
okay, all right,
Dalvin Cook came off the board again.
I see what it's doing. It keeps automatically picking a guy like this is an auto pick. So I need to figure out a way to shut off the auto draft.
All right, so Justin's going to figure out how to shut off the auto draft. I'm going to recap the top 6 picks. Very quarterback heavy after Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey went first. Then we had Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson. So it looks like Russell Wilson's the first of the aging quarterback. Not that he's old yet, but he's still a dude. But it was youth, and then a little bit of some veteran action. So that's the top 6 picks. So now everybody that picks for the final 6 of the first round, again, this is their second team. And then to start this off, Justin's up back-to-back. So, Justin, after you get this thing fixed, you are on the clock.
I'm gonna see if it'll let us draft if the draft just stays paused. So as long as we're entering players, it'll just let us keep picking, I hope. So I'm gonna go a little bit different route this time. I'm going to take a running back here because I tend to go running back heavy even in super flex. So with Alvin Kamara still there, I know it may not be the popular pick, but I absolutely love that guy. He's dynamic, really fun to watch. So I'm going to take Alvin Kamara here just to see how this team looks if I go without a quarterback for the first couple rounds.
All right, second running back is off the board. Ben, your second team is up. Who are we going with?
Will it let you pick?
I'm going to be bold here, guys. Let's see if it lets me pick.
No.
It's Kid the player, but it's not letting me pick.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess it's
all right. Well,
there you go.
All right, who are you taking?
Trevor Lawrence.
Ooh.
Early and
Trevor
spicy.
Lawrence.
Yeah. I think that this is where he's going to be 12 months from now. So
I think in ADP, that's where he's going now. Already, 106, 107.
I'm just still a little bit worried about the fact that he's going to the Jaguars. He's a stud. I love the kid. But, again, the fact that he's going to Jacksonville just worries me a little bit. All right, on the clock after Ben. But anyway, before I move on, I was a little worried, but fortune favors the bold. So I'll give you that much. I dig that. Nate, your second team is on the clock. Who are we going with?
After 1-9, I'm going to, like I said, kind of do something different with my second team and go with a running back here. And my favorite running back, Nick Chubb. I don't care that Dalvin Cook and Henry and Barkley are there. Doesn't matter. Nick Chubb.
I almost just put that one in. I saw it.
I figured you knew.
You knew. All right, so after that, Rich, your second team is on the clock. So, again, it's a separate team. So what are you doing with this roster?
With this pick, even though it goes against all my morals and everything, I'm going to go with Dak Prescott after signing that huge deal for this upcoming year and hope he has a great season like I predicted last year.
It's QB2 right there. QB2 is off the board. Excellent pick. Matt, your second team is on the clock. Go ahead.
I'll just grab Saquon. I think it's a no-brainer. I was thinking about going quarterback, but I think in that offense, hopefully they'll be a little bit improved and he's still generational talent. So, and he's young enough.
Okay, so I am up now. I have back-to-back picks with my second team. I'm going Justin Herbert with the first of the two. And now this second one is not very easy because we have not talked about this because we really haven't talked about the news. There's a lot of stuff going on with Deshaun Watson right now, like a lot of stuff. And I want to pair him with Justin Herbert, but I am concerned about his future. I am extremely concerned about his future. I don't know what to do, and I'm sorry I'm holding this thing up, but I'm sure I speak for a lot of fantasy owners right now who don't know what the hell to do with Deshaun Watson. So do I, too, be bold and expect things to even out for him, or do I not? And, man, easier said than done. I'm going Jonathan Taylor. All right. Give me Jonathan Taylor. Give me a young stud running back. Let me pair that with Justin Herbert, my second team. Those are my picks. After that, who is on the clock next? Now we got Matt, your second team. Where are we going?
Oh, on mute. I'll take Watson.
Matt,
like a bit of a steal in a second.
He's a Patriots fan, so he's got a little more experience with risque, and he's a little more comfortable with it than I am. So, all right, Rich, your second team on the clock.
With this pick, I'll be making Dalvin Cook to pair up with Prescott.
All right, we got Dalvin, we got Prescott off the board. Nate, where are you going with your second team, second pick?
Well, I thought I was going to get Jonathan Taylor, but you decided to, pull the old switcheroo. So I guess I'll take Derrick Henry. That's fine. I'll have Chubb and Henry. I'm cool with that.
You got 2 horses, Clydesdales, on that roster. All right, Ben,
Oh, yeah.
you want Trevor Lawrence in the first with your second team. Where are we going now?
You're on mute.
What was that?
Sorry, guys. I didn't realize I was on mute. DeAndre Swift, running back, Detroit Lions.
Ooh, I like it. Very young. Very young. Upside. All right. So Ben's second team went Swift. Justin, your second team. You're on for back-to-back picks with 2 separate teams. So who are we pairing with Russell Wilson? Or I'm sorry, who are we pairing with Alvin Kamara?
Well, so again, I think I'm going to hold off at least another round on quarterback here just to see what happens. So I'm going to look at – see, none of these running backs really stand out to me on a dynasty level early on. There's some a little bit later, though. So I love to go running back heavy. I love running backs of the future, and I love this running back. So I'm going to take Cam Akers right here, second round.
All right. Cam Akers is off the board. These running backs are flying. I'm interested to see how different their ADP is from our last mock we did. So, Justin, your first team is back on the clock. You went Russell Wilson in the first. Where are we going in the second?
I think it's criminal to let him go any farther than this. So I need to take my wide receiver right here to pair up with Russell Wilson. I'm going to take Tyreek just because I know he won't get back to me in the third round.
I like it. Tyreek Hill. All right, so Tyreek is off the board. Ben, your first team is on the clock in the first round. You want Kyler Murray. Where are we going?
I'm going to stick with the quarterback. I'm going to take Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. I dig it. Joe Burrow's off the clock. We got Kyler and Burrow. And now after Ben, we got Nate. So Nate in the first round with your first team, you went Josh Allen. Where are we going in the second?
Well, I don't think that I usually don't do this, but you know what? Let's do it. And I don't know if he'd make it back anyways, but Mr. A.J. Brown, come on down, buddy.
AJB. All right, A.J. Brown is off the board. He's paired with Josh Allen. All right, and now I believe Matt is up. You went Lamar in the first. Where are we going in the second?
I think I'll go Fields. I think there's a bit of a tier break at quarterback, so I'll go Fields.
Justin Fields, you said?
Perfect.
Justin Fields is off the board.
Atlanta
Now
Falcons, Justin
I am
Fields.
Atlanta Falcons. So Justin Fields is off the board. So now Lamar and Fields. I am back up. I went Mahomes in the first round. I've been told that I have to make my selection. I can't just expect Justin to put it in for me. And I'm gonna go with Justin Jefferson. All right. So let me type his name in here. Justin Jefferson, you are mine. I will pair you with Patrick Mahomes. Rich is up. Rich, I think if you had this queued, I'm not sure. 2 picks just went in for you. No. Okay. So, Rich, you went Christian McCaffrey in the first, and you are back up for 2 picks. So, where are we going?
So I'm going to kind of go the same line and kind of hold off on a QB and see what I get later on. So I can't pass up Devontae Adams here and DK Metcalf, back-to-back pick. I think adding those 2 with the running back that could probably produce for 2 running backs will kind of hold me off and go hopefully get some good QBs next.
Excellent. So we're having a little bit of wide receiver run here. So, Rich, with your first team, McCaffrey, Adams, Metcalf. Before Adams was Jefferson. 2 picks before Jefferson was A.J. Brown. So there were no wide receivers until mid-second, and now it's getting hot with wide receivers because I'm going to go CeeDee Lamb. I'm going to pair Lamb with Jefferson. I got Mahomes. I got Jefferson, and I got CeeDee Lamb. So that is where I am going now. And then on the board, again, Matt, your first team. You went Lamar Jackson, you went Justin Fields, and you are now back on the clock.
I wanted CD here too, so
I don't blame you.
again. But I'll go Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins is off the board. And then after J.K. Dobbins, all right, Nate, your first team is back up again. You got Josh Allen. You got A.J. Brown. Where we going?
Make my homer pick here. Got a nice little contract. So Aaron Jones, he's not done. We're back.
We're back. Green Bay, Aaron Jones is back up. His ADP is rising. All right. The post-free agency edition is clear and evident of that. All right. So Nate just went. Ben, your first team is back on the clock. You got Kyler. You got Burrow. Where we going?
Najee Harris.
Najee Harris. Ooh, bold. Where you got to tell me where do you think like ideal destination? I know we're not trying to be long-winded on this. Najee Harris, you took him in the third. What would be ideal for you as far as landing spot to take him this high?
I think if you went to Pittsburgh, that's where you get all the carries.
All right, so Najee Harris, Steeler.
Yeah.
Their offensive line stinks.
He's hate. All right. So after Ben, Justin, you're on the clock. Your team 1 and team 2 go back to back. You got Russell Wilson. You got Tyreek Hill. Who's up next?
Well, I could cheat here knowing that my very next pick is the next pick, and I'm going to take a quarterback there. So, like, I could just, like, cheat and leave my next best quarterback for that spot. But I'm not going to, because if I'm in an actual dynasty draft and I'm starting off with Russell Wilson and Tyreek and I see these other players coming off the board, I'm going to go ahead and try to get another quarterback here to start another little run. So I want to take my next quarterback here. And I go with Baker Mayfield. I feel like what we saw at the end of the season, what we saw at the end of the season last season is finally them coming into a groove. OBJ did not play bad at all at the start of the season before he went down, and he'll be back and healthy. And even though like it seems like they had better chemistry after he left, they actually they played pretty well together when he was healthy. So I got a good strong feeling that offense is going to be back. And then for my first quarterback for the next team,
you got Kamara and Akers on this roster. So you're going to pair them with a quarterback. Who are we going with?
Yep, I saw that one on the list here too. I'm not giving up on Tua. I think he has a great season with all of the weapons that he's got coming on board this offseason. I think he's going to have a heck of a season, and at the very least, being super flex, his value will go up.
What do you guys say, Nate?
I love that, Justin.
I don't have anything to say. Wait. It's okay. I want the guy to succeed, but I want
everybody to know, if you're listening at home, we're going to have some juicy bathroom board bets for this coming season, and I promise you Tua will be a staple. We will have quite a few Tua ones on here because we are quite divided. This show is quite divided on Tua Tagovailoa, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I'd like to.
We're there, Marco. Go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and nominate Nate for the Tua Award, actually. The guy that's being way too underappreciated, because we love you, Nate.
Hey, I appreciate that. I needed that this morning. That's gonna get me through the day.
He's the of the show. All right, Ben, you were on the clock with your second team. You got Trevor Lawrence, you got DeAndre Swift, and you might have got a gift because Tua went ahead of you. I don't know.
Ooh. Look, I think the hate on this guy's gone too far. He's still a first-round running back, and he's still in an explosive offense. I'm going to take Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
That you're going Joe Mixon. I was excited.
I thought you were going Ezekiel Elliott.
Ooh, Elliott's done. D-O-N-E.
He's still everything you just said. He's still an explosive off. I don't.
That's what I said. I was pumped.
He's rushing for 1,000. He's rushing for 1,000 this year.
I was confused about the hype for Hilaire coming into the draft. Small running back, slow 40 time, couldn't jump that high. But then the season started, and by the all the efficiency metrics, I feel like Hilaire produced, and that it's just a volume thing, and that if he gets the volume, he's going to be an RB1.
I
You
dig
should
it.
have ran
I
the ball in
dig
the
it. I'm
Super
thinking-
Bowl, but why would you do that? That doesn't make sense, against whatever. They're asking you to run the ball and you didn't. So good job, Andy.
Nate, speaking of running the ball, your second team's got Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry, so you're ready to run the football. So who are we taking with your third selection?
Give me Zeke and that little belly shirt he's wearing. I'm ready. We're going all running backs. We're going all in.
I love it. And this team is win now. This is a win now roster, Nate. So I'm interested to see how you put it together down the line. Rich, your second team is on the clock. You got Dak, you got Dalvin. Where are we going?
Yeah, I'm teaming him up with a new quarterback in a new place with tons of weapons around him. Going Matt Stafford.
Matthew Stafford. A renaissance. We're going to have a renaissance season for Matthew Stafford. Okay, the Gronks are up, a.k.a. Matt, Team 2. You have – who do you got? You got Saquon Barkley. You got Deshaun Watson. Where are we going next?
I'll grab Nuke Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins is off the board. I like that. Got A.J. Green over there, but I don't think that's going to affect him at all because it's the corpse of A.J. Green. So very solid pick here. All right, I got Herbert and Taylor. I'm going to add a veteran in here. I'm going to add Aaron Rodgers coming off of an MVP season. I think he's got I play Dynasty in 3-year windows. I'm trying to win now, and I think I got a good 3-year window with Aaron Rodgers. So give me Aaron Rodgers. Let me pair him with Justin Herbert and Jonathan Taylor. And I am back on the clock. So I got Herbert, I got Taylor, I got Rodgers, and I'm going to go Scary Terry. Give me Terry McLaurin. Now he's paired with Fitzmagic, and out there in Washington, Nate's new team. He likes them more than he likes the Green Bay Packers. So I like that. I got a running back, I got a wide receiver, I got my 2 quarterbacks. So Matt, you're back on the board. Barkley, Watson, Hopkins. What's next for Team 2?
I think I've got a bit of rookie fever, so I'm going to take a punt and grab Jamar Chase.
Okay, Jamar Chase is the first. So the first rookie wide receiver is off the board, and I'm interested that he went behind Najee Harris because I'm seeing it. I'm interested to see how their ADP looks in rookie drafts going forward. But all right, Rich, your second team's on the clock. Dak, Dalvin, Stafford. Where are we going?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the number 1 receiver on the board that's sitting there, and I'm going to have to draft Travis Kelce.
I like it. That was a curveball, Rich.
Yeah, I got a few
Rich
of them.
was looking for a curveball there. I mean, it's tight end premium, so it's about damn time the tight end went off the board.
He's got some pitches in his arsenal. Yeah, we did. Did we even talk about that? It was a tight end premium.
Yeah, I mentioned that when we started the draft. You were tied up in sleeper app land trying to get everything put together. We took advantage of you, Justin. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I like that we're talking a lot about it. I have a feeling we're going to see a run here.
All right, so there it goes. There we go. We're about to see a run. Nate, your second team is on the clock. You got Chubb, Henry, Zeke, all running backs all the time. That's your team name. Where are we going?
Well, I kind of handcuffed myself doing that, and I just like I said, we're going to win now. Give me the old Tom Brady. We got 2 years left. We can score a few points.
Brady's off the board. He's playing until he's 44, I think.
That's what he says.
I had to add him.
I'm ready.
That's what he says, man. He's a believer. Nate's a believer. All right, so Ben, your second team's on the clock. Lawrence, Swift, Hilaire, very young. Where are we going?
Yeah, I thought about this guy for my last pick, and I'm glad that he's still on the board. I'm going to take Antonio Gibson.
Ooh, I like it. Antonio Gibson off the board, and he is gone now, so that's where we go. And then after Ben, is that Justin? So Justin, team 2's up. You got Kamara, you got Akers, you got Tua. Where is this team going?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I'm not going Josh Jacobs.
Okay. Again, everybody listening at home, there was an auto pick put in, and Rich is upset because he's a Raiders fan. He loves Josh Jacobs, so he was hoping that Jacobs would go off the board.
Yeah, he's still going to be there. You're fine. So whenever we were talking quarterbacks with a new home and new weapons, and then Rich ended up taking Matthew Stafford when he was talking about all that, I was scared that he was going to take my guy. Carson Wentz. You guys don't even
How does it
understand.
feel?
You guys don't understand yet just how good this guy's going to be for fantasy football. It feels a lot better
I know.
having
I'm excited.
Carson Wentz as our Colts quarterback than it did having Phillip Rivers. I'll tell you that. Like, it's so much better than that. Now, granted, it's not great. It's still not a great situation, but it's so much better than Phillip Rivers. Having somebody that's competent, that can throw the deep ball accurately, that as long as he can stay healthy and behind that offensive line, I think he can. I think he's going to have a great season.
Wait till they find a way to pair him with Kyle Pitts. Wait for that. Because once he gets that, if he gets that tight end in that offense, kid's gonna be fired.
I definitely
think it's gonna. I think he's gonna have. I think they're gonna end up with Pitts. All right,
Yeah, and you
Justin,
got a QB that could run a little bit too now.
What was that?
What's
QB
that?
that could run just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Move the pocket. Exactly. When you have a great defense and great offensive line, that's all you need. So this team, my first team, I've got Russell Wilson, Baker Mayfield, Tyreek Hill. I clearly need a running back on this squad. I want so bad to take James Robinson, but I'm so worried that was all sheer volume and that's going to get cut into. He did kind of pass the eye test too. Like he still did really well with it, but I haven't watched much rookie film. But the more I watch it, the more I'm kind of falling in love with ETN. So I think I'm going to take ETN in here and hope that he falls in a good landing spot. But by taking a rookie here, that obviously means I'm going to have to be looking at running back for the next couple of rounds, most likely.
I like it. So ETN is off the board. Now on the clock, we got Nate, your first team. Your first team has Murray, Burrow, Harris. Is this Nate?
No, that's me, mate.
Ben, I'm sorry, Ben. That's Ben's
That's all right.
roster. Who do we got?
Justin's made this pick easy for me. I was debating between Travis Etienne and this guy. I'm going to take Miles Sanders.
You are welcome.
Miles Sanders off the board.
So Miles Sanders.
There goes Miles Sanders. Now, Nate,
and Miles Sanders went before David Montgomery. Just saying.
Oh, Jesus. We're going to do that again?
It's a new season, Nate.
I know. Well, that's cool because I'm going to take my RB1, maybe, one in the draft. My guy, Javonte Williams, is the man. You're all missing out.
we need to go back after this show. And, Justin, we need to make a cut and a drop of Nate saying, oh, Jesus, we're going to do this again. And we need to just save that and run it. Like, anything that is multiple, brought up multiple times, that drop needs to be played. But I like it. Javonte Williams, I was considering taking him over ETN if given the opportunity. So I like that pick.
I was really upset.
But they're close. They're very close. ADP,
Oh, yeah.
one pick
All three
apart,
of them.
So very close. All right, so now on the board, I believe it's Matt, your first team. Your first team has Lamar, Fields, Dobbins. Where are we going?
I feel like grabbing a quarterback here just to put the pressure on the teams without a QB. But I think Diggs, after the season he had, I think that's a bit of a steal there. I'm not sure what his ADP is, but I'll grab Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs is off the board.
His ADP
Okay.
is.
This is it feels like it got tough midway through the fourth. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels that way, but things are a little difficult. I like the roster I have right now. My first team is up. I got Mahomes, I got Jefferson, I got Lamb. I feel like I either need to go quarterback or running back. You know what? I'm gonna go David Montgomery. All right, I'm gonna put David Montgomery in here. All right, I'm gonna get my RB1. I think he's very high floor, and I'm comfortable pairing him with Mahomes, Jefferson, and Lamb. And that brings Rich up for your first team. Rich, your first team is McCaffrey, Adams, and Metcalf. So where are you going?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna push the envelope another round, man. And with it being tight end premium, I'm gonna go Kittle and Waller right here.
Nice.
Wow. Rich is
Very
putting us
nice.
all on notice. All of us are trying to get sports cars, and Rich is like driving through with the Hummer, like just running us all over. I like that. Tight end. Man, so Kittle and Waller, Adams and Metcalf. All right, I'm back up. I got Mahomes, I got Jefferson, I got Lamb, I got Montgomery. I'm going Trey Lance. I think he is the QB2 in this class, and I'm getting him. If anything, if he's not the QB2 behind Fields and Lawrence, I think he's the QB3. But I also think he's going to go to a better situation because he's going to be pushed down a little bit further. So give me Trey Lance to pair with Patrick Mahomes, and then after that, Matt, your first team is back on the clock.
I think I'll grab baby Saquon, James Robinson. I like
Baby
the
Saquon.
Hyde pick. I think the Hyde pick's a little bit of a vote of confidence. Hopefully they don't draft anyone, but fingers crossed.
Right, not for nothing, we're all doing very good. We're 30 minutes in. We're 5 rounds in. I'm very proud of you all. I want you all to know that everybody gets purple stars so far for the first 5 rounds. Nate, your first team is on the clock. You got Allen, A.J. Brown, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams. Where are we going?
Well, time to get a quarterback, and taking my guy. Tired of all the hate. He's back. He's got a plethora of tight ends. Mr. Cam Newton, come on down, buddy.
Cam. I like it. I like the boldness there on Cam. I dig it. Cam Newton going in the 5th round. I love it. All right, Ben, your first team is on the clock with Murray, Burrow, Harris, and Sanders. Where are we going?
Ooh. All right, it's getting tough. I'm going to take Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin. All right. So Chris Godwin, Brady's number 1 target or number 2, somewhere in between there, is off the board. All right. Your first wide receiver on that roster. Justin, your first team is up. Russell Wilson, Tyreek Hill, Baker Mayfield, Travis Etienne. Where are we going?
Well, I feel like this one's kind of a no-brainer for me since I'm kind of pigeonholed to take running back with this roster, and with Chris Carson going back to Seattle and signing with him. He's going to be there a couple more years in that offense. I don't really see his competition changing all that too much, so I'm going to take Chris Carson here.
I love it. I love Carson back in Seattle. I think we're going to get at least 2 very solid years from him. So I like that. That's an RB1 right there. Good value where you took him. And now, Justin, your second team is back on the clock with Kamara, Akers, Tua, Wentz.
I know who I want to take here, but I think this guy will make it another round. So I'm going to play that game. So we'll see if somebody snipes me on the way back around. But
you need to tell us if it happens.
I will. Oh yeah, I definitely will. I'll probably cuss. But no. So this may not be. Actually, you know what? This probably will be a popular pick because I'm kind of surprised that he's still around here. This team obviously needs a wide receiver. I'm just kind of surprised he's not higher up on the ADP here. But I'm going to take Calvin Ridley.
There was another wide receiver when you said you were shocked he was there. I thought you were going to mention, but I'm not going to mention him because I might be able to snag him. Okay, all right, so Calvin Ridley, great pick.
Look at wide receiver.
There's so many. There are so many. The NFL is like, yeah. Ben, no, that's Ben's guy, Matt. You know that's where Ben's going. Ben, you're
DJ Moore alone.
What's that?
I love DJ Moore.
Just leave DJ Moore alone. All right,
yeah.
Leave him for
me.
I
love that guy.
All right.
Make sure you don't get him.
The quarterbacks are falling thick and fast, so I'm going to go quarterback again here. And another rookie quarterback, Zach Wilson.
Okay. Future New York Jet, Zach Wilson.
You can leave that pick, Justin. That's
so Zach Wilson. Ooh, that's who it was. Nate got him. That's the guy I was surprised was still there.
Jameis is winning that job. Mike Thomas is back.
Michael Thomas is back. Nate's on the bounce back train, man. All right, so Nate's got Chubb, Henry, Zeke, Brady, and just want Michael Thomas. So Michael Thomas is your wide receiver 1. He was basically last year, he was going mid to late first, maybe early second. And here he is 1 year later going in the 5th round. That's value. All right, Rich, your second team is up. Dak, Dalvin, Stafford, Kelsey. Where are we going?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pair up Dalvin Cook with my man Josh Jacobs.
I like
Oh,
it.
you did get him. I was
We
shocked you didn't take him with your first team on that turn until you took those 2 tight ends, which was a
Hey,
smart move.
That's
a
great
true
value.
fantasy football player doesn't go after all his team players.
Gotcha.
Tell him,
Kenyon
laying
Drake's
it
coming
down.
up next for him.
Laying it down. All right, Matt, your second team is up. You got Saquon, you got Watson, you got Hopkins, you got Jamar.
Feels a little bit dirty, but I'll take Rodgers. I think he's a little bit old, but after that season, I'll. Is he gone? Is he on the board, or
I took him in the third.
you took him in the third? Well, there you go. I won't take him. Yes, it's so the quarterbacks. There's a real drop off, isn't there?
Take Drew Brees.
I'm gonna reach and I'm gonna grab Hurts.
Jalen
It's a bit of a reach, but I like the upside.
Jalen Hurts. All right, Jalen Hurts off the board. The Eagles are playing mind games right now, I think. They're bouncing back and forth from whether they want to support him to whether they don't want to support him. I think it's just NFL draft buzz to try to get teams to think they're doing something they're not doing. But that's for a whole nother show. All right, I'm up. I got Herbert, Taylor, Aaron Rodgers, Terry McLaurin, and I'm going to take Kyle Pitts. Tight end premium. This dude is basically a wide receiver playing the tight end position. Probably the best hands of any player coming out of the draft this season. So trying to grab him here.
Who was it? Kyle Pitts?
Kyle Pitts. All right, so I got Kyle Pitts with my first selection. So I got a tight end. My roster, how's my roster look right now? I got quarterbacks, I got a running back, I got a wide receiver, I got a tight end. Why don't I dip back to the wide receiver well here? Man. I'm gonna go with DJ Moore. I am sorry, Ben. I know that's your guy, but I'm comfortable here pairing him with Scary Terry and the rest of that offense. So I'm going to go with DJ Moore. And now, Matt, you're back on the clock with your second team. You want Jalen Hurts last pick. Where are we going?
Yeah. I might grab Evans. Big Evans fan. Didn't have a massive season last year, but I think he might get a bit of a bump in his second year with Brady. So I'll go Evans.
All right, so Mike Evans is off the board. We got 2 wide receivers back to back. Rich, you're up. You got Dak, Dalvin, Stafford, Kelsey, and Jacobs.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the receiver pool myself and add one to the team. I think this guy's going to have an awesome year. Allen Robinson.
Okay, Allen Robinson. He's in I guess he's in another contract season, right? He's. I think that's just his MO. Every year he's playing
I feel
for.
bad for him.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for him.
Yeah. Well, maybe he'll get out of there, but I mean, he's a good bad quarterback
awesome.
receiver. Like he does well with bad quarterbacks. So there we go. So so Rich just went, and I think we have Nate back on the clock. Yes, we do.
Yeah, I need a second quarterback, and I guess Ryan Tannehill's fine. He'll be pedestrian enough to score me some points. So
I think Ryan
I can roll with
Tannehill's
that for a year.
solid.
I
I
can
mean,
roll
I'm a
that for
little
a
worried.
He's lost
Corey
a lot of
Davis.
weapons.
Yeah, he did.
He's got AJ
You
Brown.
know.
What else you need?
Wide receivers again are falling off of trees right now. You know, the NFL draft is loaded. Like for the last 2 or 3 years, it just seems like guys come in and produce. So they'll probably draft one. But I guess you can't count on that until it happens. But anyway, you didn't take him too early. I think it's good value there. All right, so Ben, you're on the clock. You got Lawrence, Swift, Edwards-Helaire, Gibson, Zach Wilson.
I'm going to take another Heisman Trophy winner. See a theme with this team? Devonta Smith.
Nice.
Devontae Smith. Off the board. It's all Heisman all the time. I can dig that. All right, so Devontae Smith is off the board now. Justin is on the clock.
Yeah, so I'm happy. My guy did fall back to me, and it is a quarterback, and I'm thinking dynasty. I'm thinking long term. So I was really worried with those 3 quarterbacks that came off. Jalen Hurts probably would have been the guy that I would have tried to get if this guy was gone, but I believe that Mac Jones is going to be a Eli Manning type of player where he's not going to be anything great or amazing, but he's going to be a long-term quarterback for a long time. So in Dynasty, as my QB3, I love it.
I like it.
Hey, Devonta and Jalen said that they'd rather have Mac Jones throwing them the ball all day long.
Yeah, it's strange that they came out and spoke out about their past quarterback. To me, I'm trying to figure out what their angle is. You know what I mean? Like, it's not
He was
normal.
left-handed. You don't want that ball rolling in there the wrong way.
Yeah, but it's still, he was his teammate.
Who's already been drafted? Mac Jones hasn't. And
Yeah.
they're just pumping up the guy that's still going to get drafted.
Ben, that's what I'm thinking. But again, it's still just because Tua was their teammate. Regardless, you're putting somebody down to pump somebody up. So that's just not something I'm used to.
Yeah, I reckon they're in a pass tour. Tour's all right with it.
Yeah, you're probably right. Justin, you're back up. You got Russell Wilson, Tyreek Hill, Baker Mayfield, ETN, and Chris Carson. Where are we going?
I'm not really sure. I feel like there's some diamonds here that could come back to the next round. So I'm trying to pick guys that I feel like won't make it. But when I can't make a decision, I guess I'll just go ahead and get one of my guys. And again, I think that they're going to make a bounce back season. I think that OBJ this late, if he can come back to even remotely what he was, I think it's a steal in the 6th round. So I need a wide receiver for this team. So there we go.
All right, so Odell Beckham Jr. is now off the board in the 6th round. And that puts who is up now? I think it's Ben. Ben with Kyler, Burrow, Harris, Miles, and Godwin. Where are we going, Ben?
Well, he's a guy that I've been thinking about for a round or so. And I think he's in for a big bounce back too. Joe Mixon.
I was hoping that's great value. I was kind of wishing he'd get to me there. I could use another running back to pair with Montgomery, but you took him. Good pick. Nate, you were on the clock. Allen, Brown, Jones, Javonte Williams, and Cam Newton. Where are we going?
I'll take a tight end here. Big fan. Hopefully things are better this year. Mark Andrews, come on down, buddy.
Not Robert Tonyan?
Come on, man. I love Big Bob. Not one Mark Andrews.
Don't make them talk about it.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it today.
Wait, did he sign somewhere else?
No, he's 2nd round tender on him, so he's probably not going anywhere.
All right, it's fine. All right, so it's not a wound. It's fine. He's coming back. You're good. All right, so Nate's team just picked. Matt, you're on the clock. You got Lamar, Justin Fields, J.K. Dobbins, Stephon Diggs, and James Robinson. Matt is deep in thought. He's mumbling to himself. Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah. Thanks, Benny. I think closer to the NFL draft, I'd probably go a rookie here, but I'm not that deep into my rookies yet, so I'll grab Eckler.
Ah, man, that's another one. He's the forgotten gentleman.
I think that's the end of a tier.
Yeah,
right there.
I think so. I think so. I agree. Everyone after there is kind of an upside play. Dang, hot dog. All right, I'm up. I got Mahomes, Jefferson, Lamb, Montgomery, and Lance. Man, I feel like the wide receivers, I need a running back, right? But at this point, the wide receivers are so much better or more sure if I look at my rankings than the running backs. So my thought process right now is, do I go with upside running backs and pass on wide receivers who I think are actually going to be – do I take possible RB3, RB2s and pass on wide receiver ones? That's my thought process here. So it's tough. It's very tough. Fudge. I'm going to go with Brandon Ayuk. Okay. I'm going to pass on a possible wide receiver 3. I'm sorry, running back 3 with maybe running back 1 upside, and I'm going to go with a guy who I really like, and I'm going to pair him with Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb. So I'm going to go Brandon Ayuk. Maybe this comes back to bite me, but I don't really know there. So after me, Rich, you're on the clock. Rich, you got 2 picks. You got McCaffrey, Adams, Metcalf, Kittle, and Waller.
Yeah, that envelope is done reached its point now, so I'm going to go on the swing and go 2 QBs with Daniel Jones and Derek Carr.
Nice,
Derek
good
Carr.
value there.
Why'd you pick your boy after Daniel Jones?
You know what? Just so I don't show true Raider Nation.
Okay, I
I would
like
have
it.
been that
I
way
like
anyway.
All right, I'm on the clock. I'm gonna go with my sleeper running back pick here. I'm gonna go with Jamar Jefferson, and I think this guy is very talented. I think he's got all the talent in the world. I think by the time we're in week 2 or week 3 of the NFL season, he's going to be spoken with the top running backs in this class, and people are going to realize how talented he is. So give me Jamar Jefferson. He's my running back 2, but I'm going to have to keep getting running backs though, because it's not a sure thing. It's never a sure thing with rookie running backs. So after that pick, Matt, your first team is on the clock. It's got Jackson, Fields, Dobbins, Diggs, James Robinson, and Austin Eckler.
I'll grab Higgins. Higgins for me.
Good pick.
Great pick.
I queued T Higgins up. Damn it.
All right, so there goes T Higgins. And now the mailman, Nate, you're on the clock. Your team 1 with Allen, AJ Brown, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams, Cam Newton, Mark Andrews. Who's next?
I'm going to take another rookie here. One of the wide receivers that I am very high on, probably even more so. I'm close to saying like wide receiver 2 or 3 anyways. I may like him more than Devonta Smith, which is kind of wild, but Rashad Bateman, he's big. He can do it all, and I'm just pumped to see him in the NFL.
Where do you want to see him in the NFL, Nate?
Somewhere that has a awesome wide receiver 1. Yeah, well, of course. Dude, let's be honest. I'd take any goddamn wide receiver to the Packers, So, but we'll draft a quarterback first round. It's cool.
Hey, I'm hoping you get Bateman just for your sake, man. I'm hoping you end up with Rashad Bateman. All right, so Nate's gone. Ben, your first team is on the clock. Murray, Burrow, Harris, Sanders, Godwin, Mixon. Who's next?
Yeah, I think this guy's going to be in for a really big year now that Dak's back. I'm going to take a Murray Cooper.
Value. Excellent value there. Murray Cooper. I probably would have taken him over Ayuk if I didn't already have CeeDee Lamb. Excellent pick. It's where he belongs. After Ben, we got Justin. 2 teams back-to-back. This team you got has Russell Wilson, Tyreek Hill, Baker Mayfield, Travis Etienne, Chris Carson, and Odell Beckham Jr.
So a team that still needs running backs, and there is a running back out there that I still really like. And I don't mind that he's splitting carries. I think it's a good value. In round 7, I'm going to take Kareem Hunt. And
Right.
then with my next pick, I'm going to finally try to take advantage of the tight end premium. And I'm going to go down the list a little bit. I believe that Hunter Henry in New England is going to be a dynamite staple for that offense.
Dynamite. I like it.
I thought he was going to go with Sternberger.
That is how you know he's a real listener of the show. That's how you know Rich is a real supporter of the show. He knows. Sternberger.
Yeah.
We all had our guys last year.
Like you said, though, a true fantasy guy doesn't necessarily go after all his players too early. So I know I could get him much later. So because none of you believe in him yet.
We went full circle. We've just went full circle, ladies and gentlemen. Ben, your second team.
Believe in him, by the way.
Second
There
team.
we go. So you want Tanya gone. He wants Tanya gone. Trevor Lawrence, DeAndre Swift, yeah, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Antonio Gibson, Zach Wilson, Devontae Smith. Where we going, Ben?
I'm trying to find him. I've lost him. Where is Cortland Sutton?
Ooh.
He's on there.
Buried,
You.
unfortunately.
Nice get.
He's on there. You might have to type in his name.
He's way down there.
I got him above Bateman and Devontae Smith in my rankings, so you did well in my eyes. You find him?
Yeah, found him. Sorry, boys.
Well, you don't apologize, Ben. You've blessed us with your presence. There's no need to apologize to us this morning. All right, so there goes Cortland Sutton. Nate, your second team is on the clock. Just to recap, you got Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, Ezekiel Elliott, Brady, Michael Thomas, Tannehill. Where are we going next?
I need some wide receiver help, and I'll take a tried and true guy with an awesome quarterback. So give me Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen, I like that too, man. All he does is just catch the balls. All right, so Keenan Allen needs to be put in there. Once Keenan Allen's in, then Rich will be on the clock. Rich, current team, team 2. Dak, Dalvin, Stafford, Kelsey, Jacobs, Allen Robinson.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of start loading up on some running backs because they're starting to get thin, and I want to go young. So I'm gonna go with the rookie Kenneth Gainesville.
Like it. I would have taken him up with my next pick.
I would have taken him too.
That's I would have taken. He wouldn't have gotten to me because I wouldn't have taken him with my next team. I was hoping to take him with the team that took Jamar Jefferson. So I guess all you guys would have taken him before me. So that wasn't happening. So excellent pick. He's the talk of the town right now. Even though I do want to say, the baby's here. If you're watching at home, you get to see the little baby. He's on here. Say hello. Hi. So if you're listening at home, you do not get this. This is the great content that you're here for. Man, look at that cute baby. Nothing.
Oh yeah, he takes after his mom.
Don't take him away yet because I can't see yet. Hold on.
Hey, did he get his hair cut yesterday too?
He didn't have any hair to cut.
All right. All right. So now we have Matt. Your second team is on the clock. You got Saquon, Watson, Hopkins, Chase, Hurts, Evans. Where are we going? Oh, he's full screen right now. We got full screen.
Hey, fella. What's happening, Tim?
Yeah, he's happy to be here.
He's a star.
Oh yeah.
What a cute little guy. Love it. Love it. Maybe he can announce the next pick. Matt, who we take with the next pick?
I'll grab Hawk. TJ Hawkinson.
All right, so TJ Hawkinson is off the board. All right, now I am back up with my second team. Herbert, Taylor, Rodgers, McLaurin, Pitts, DJ Moore. Dang, I need a running back too. I have been last year I went extremely running back heavy. This year I'm going wide receiver heavy. It's hurting me a little bit. You know what? This might be a little bit of a reach, some people's eyes, but the running back competition in Arizona just went to the Las Vegas Raiders. So give me Chase Edmonds. I'm going to go with Chase Edmonds here. To pair him with Jonathan Taylor, I'm probably going to have to keep adding running backs there a little later on, but I'm okay with that right now. So, Matt, your second team is up. You went Hawkinson with your last pick. Where are you going?
I think you get one more, John.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get one more pick. How about that? Dang. Where's the value right now? Wide receiver still so deep. Where do I want to go? Maybe I'll go Michael Carter, running back, North Carolina. So I went back-to-back running back there, and hopefully one of them is a hit for me. Nate's a little salty about that one. I'm sorry, Nate. Now you know you're gonna have to take him a little bit earlier than that.
Yeah.
Well, it'll help you. It'll help you in actual drafts we draft together. But
Yeah, right.
Matt, your second team up. You went Hawkinson last round. Where are you going?
I grabbed Golladay. I'd like to know his landing spot, but I just took him.
So I'm hearing Chicago might be a spot that he's considering. So having him on one side and Allen Robinson on the other side, and still no real quarterback to throw it to him. I think it's there's something there.
It's like having a Ferrari with a 4-cylinder in it, buddy.
That's right.
So went Kenny Galladay. So Kenny Galladay is off the board. Now back on the clock is Rich with your last pick. You went Kenneth Gainwell. Where are we going in the 8th round?
Yeah, on this one with them clearing space for the running back room and stuff like that, I'm going to be going with Melvin Gordon up in Denver.
Melvin Gordon. They went with the less talented back in Denver. I'll fight to the death that for Philip Lindsay there. But Melvin Gordon is off the board. I do understand there. That's value.
They had to try to find the clean end of the herd between those two. So
yeah. By the way, I was going to say Yeah, I do. With Rich's last pick, or before with Kenny Gainwell, I wanted to pick him really bad. His pro day yesterday ran like a 4.42 40. So, yeah, I'm pretty pumped for him as well.
Before I saw the baby, what was I was going to say was I don't believe in pro day numbers. Pro day numbers are fake.
I don't either.
Fake news.
Okay, so he ran a 4.540. I'm still taking him.
Yeah.
I love
all these guys are working out with their teams or with their agents. No, I'm with you. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I agree.
Pro day numbers are all fake. They are all fake.
I might run like a 6.440 if I had my own pro day. You know, that'd be pretty good for me.
Nate, I think you're faster than
I
that.
don't know. Anyways, on this team, I think that I'm taking Robert Woods. I think this year is going to be different for him. He's got a guy that can actually throw the ball downfield. You know, I know Goff had some okay numbers, but no air yards ever because he can't throw the ball deep. So, but Stafford can and will.
All right, so there's Robert Woods is off the board. Ben, your second team is on the clock. You went Devontae Smith and Cortland Sutton with your last two picks. You're loading up at a wide receiver. Where are we going now?
Yeah, back to wide receiver pool. Jalen Waddle.
Good. Golden. If I need a running back, that's where I was going to start this round. I think that's an excellent pick there. You love yourself some Alabama wide receivers, and then you can pair them up on the same roster again. Now, I think, Justin, you're up. You got back-to-back picks. You had Kamara, Akers, Tua, Wentz, Ridley, Mac Jones, Hunter Henry with this roster. Where are we going?
Yeah, I really don't like the way that I got randomly selected to have back-to-back picks here. But puts a lot of pressure on a guy all at once. But I guess then I get to sit back.
Pressure on you, man.
What's that?
I love putting pressure on you.
Yeah, well, I also love how I'm like delaying here because I was going to take Jalen Waddle right there. So
there's another Alabama wide receiver taken last year who's still on the board.
I don't know. This is horrible. I should have been ready. The running backs are horrible. Backs are horrible. Honestly, my thought process is just look for guys that I might actually play. But I need a running back. I feel strong. I need a running back, and I think that Kenyon Drake is going to be perfectly fine. I mean, I get it, but I think he's going to be perfectly fine. I like Kenyon Drake.
He's a running back.
Yeah, he will play. And for this team, I definitely need a quarterback. I never really.
So the other roster you're picking with has Russell, Tyreek, Mayfield, Etienne, Carson, Odell, Kareem Hunt. So that's the roster you're picking with now.
Yep, and I can't wait any longer for this quarterback that I think is going to have.
Oh, that hurt. I want Winston.
Gosh darn it.
Ah, damn it.
Well, good, because I heard Snickers in the background when I took Drake, so that makes me feel better.
That's because I'm hungry.
You've gone and totally redeemed yourself.
Not a sponsor.
They can if they want. I'm in.
Ben,
I will take that other Alabama receiver, Jerry Jeudy.
you love. We need to get you an Alabama sweatshirt.
Roll Tide.
Because
Right, Ben?
you Roll Tide, man. You're repping.
I'm just trying to find talent.
I dig it, man.
They
Jerry
got
Jeudy is a buy low. All of you listening at home who play in Dynasty Leagues, he is a buy low. Buy Jerry Jeudy. He is he's so talented. Dude is a phenomenal running translates. He gets open. He's got good hands. He's going to be a great NFL wide receiver. Buy low, Jerry Jeudy. That's my Jerry Jeudy plug right there. Nate, you're on the clock. And he's not a sponsor as well. So Snickers isn't a sponsor. Jerry Jeudy isn't a sponsor. Josh Allen, A.J. Brown, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams, Cam Newton, Mark Andrews, Rashad Bateman. Where are we going?
Well, I lucked out, and of course I knew he'd still be there because you guys probably don't like him. His school ruined my parlay last night, but I love Rondale Moore, so I'm in. He's a stud. Has been since his freshman year.
Me and Justin were talking about him yesterday.
God,
I like that pick. Your son likes it as well. Get him a Rondale Moore jersey. He's in.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Matt, you're on the clock. Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields, J.K. Dobbins, Stephon Diggs, James Robinson, Austin Eckler, and T. Higgins.
I think I'll grab Lockett. Here goes.
Tyler Lockett is off the board. All right, so Tyler Lockett is gone. I'm back on the clock. I went Jamar Jefferson last round. I got Mahomes, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, David Montgomery, Trey Lance, Brandon Ayuk, and Jamar. Right now, I'm gonna go with Noah Fant. All right, it's tight end premium. I don't have a tight end yet, and I'm gonna grab Fant there. Now I kind of rounded out, every position but running back. So I'm gonna have to go back to the running back but I'm pretty comfortable with my other skill positions here. And now, Rich, you're back on the clock for your 8th and your 9th pick. We're going 10 rounds, just so everybody knows. We're almost done with this thing. Rich, this team that you're picking for is McCaffrey, Adams, Metcalf, Kittle, Waller, Daniel Jones, and Derek Carr.
Yeah, like I said about McCaffrey, he could produce for 2 running backs, but I do need to get some depth. So I'm going to go young here, back-to-back picks, and go with Hubbard and Sermon.
Dang.
Who was that?
Chuba Hubbard and Trey Sermon.
Man. That's tough because Hubbard was who I was going to go with. You wouldn't have taken Fant if I didn't go Fant, so I guess I should have went Hubbard there. That's the first time I've been sniped this draft, and now I'm on the clock. Dang.
And this guy?
Trey Sermon.
There we go.
That bought me just enough time. You know what? Give me Raheem Mostert. You know what? I'm going to take Raheem Mostert there. I like what they have in an offensive line there in San Francisco. And if they're going to keep Jimmy Garoppolo, then they're going to need to keep running the football. And that's a guy who should get me a few weeks of running back 1 production at this round. I'm okay with that. There's a lot of question marks with the injuries, but I can live with that as my running back 3. Okay, so now on the clock we got Matt with Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields, Dobbins, Diggs, Robinson, Eckler, Higgins, and Lockett.
I'll grab Mapletron. Thanks, Justin.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Claypole.
Nice pick.
What did you call him?
Mapletron.
I was hoping Juju went somewhere else.
The Canadian phenom.
I got a massive bump, but still feels like value there.
All right, Chase Claypool's off the board. The first Pittsburgh wide receiver taken, too. So that's pretty interesting. So there's Nate's on the clock now. Josh Allen, A.J. Brown, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams, Cam Newton, Mark Andrews, Rashad Bateman, and Rondale Moore.
So I need a running back, I think. And I think I saw a lot I liked last year with him in Tampa Bay, even with playoff money there. But I think Ronald Jones, I think he's got that job. I think he does.
Nice.
And I think he played well enough last year to keep it. So I think Fournette's gone, and I think that Ronald Jones is going to keep doing well and getting even better.
Man,
I liked it, like I said, coming out of college.
Oh, man. People are getting sniped now. Things are getting crazy. Ben, your first team is on the clock for your second to last pick. You got Kyler, Joe Burrow, Najee, Miles Sanders, Chris Godwin, Joe Mixon, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy. Where are we going?
Yeah, I think this guy's going to have a big bounce back in with Trevor Lawrence at quarterback. DJ Shark.
DJ Shark, do. Is that in Australia? You guys got Baby Shark?
Yes, we have Baby Shark.
So you know.
Disappointed we are.
Hey, John.
It's universal.
Hey, John. There's babies all around the world.
That's true. Thanks, Rich. Rich, we need you here for that. You need to level me out sometimes, man. I live in my own world. Justin, you're on the clock. You got 2 picks. Your first team has Russell, Tyreek Hill, Baker Mayfield, Travis Etienne, Chris Carson, Odell Beckham Jr., Kareem Hunt, and then Jameis Winston.
Well, clearly I really wanted Ronald Jones there. But I see some great values here at wide receivers still. I feel like I can hold off a little bit longer there. But these running backs, man, you guys are really picking them apart. But I saw one guy in particular that I still absolutely love. And he's way down here.
I know who it is.
Zach Moss.
And that wasn't who I thought you were going to pick.
And hold on, I'm not done with the running back yet.
Okay.
Now,
He's there.
there he is.
Oh, that wasn't it either.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I've got Cam Akers on this team, and for dynasty purposes, I gotta feel like I can. I have a dynamic running back between the two of them if one of them goes down. So that's why I was specifically targeting Darrell Henderson here. But those of you that listen to the show know that I do love Zach Moss a lot. So I would have taken him regardless of who was drafting here. So that's where I'm going right here. And now I think I'm done with running backs.
All right, and with one round to go, you're in good spot. All right, Ben, your second team is on the clock. Trevor Lawrence, DeAndre Swift, Edwards-Helaire, Gibson, Wilson, Devontae Smith, Cortland Sutton, and Waddle. Very young, this roster. I dig it.
Yeah, it's young. I am going to take Juju Smith-Schuster.
How is the best wide receiver in Pittsburgh still available? I don't know, but Juju's gone. Okay.
Oh, did I put Zach Ertz on there?
Ben's on auto for some reason.
Ben's on autopilot.
No, am I?
Hold on, I'll figure this out eventually. One of these days.
All right. So while that gets sorted out, there's Juju. All right. So now on the clock after Ben, we got Nate. Your second team is up. Chubb, Henry, Elliott, Brady, Thomas, Tannehill, Keenan Allen, Robert Woods.
Well, Coach, you kind of stole what I wanted to do, and I was going to take the best receiver in Pittsburgh. So I guess I'm just going to play off your talking and give you Deontay Johnson.
There you go. About damn time.
Deontay Johnson, a young wide receiver on my team.
It's very interesting that no Pittsburgh wide receiver was taken before the 9th, and yet all of them were taken by the 9th. So
John,
there we have it. So,
John, did you happen to see that your dream almost came true with Juju into Baltimore? They actually offered him more than Pittsburgh, and he still chose to stay in Pittsburgh. I had to bring that up because I wanted to see how that made you feel.
It made me feel good that it was actually a possibility, and I wasn't just, like I was speaking to the universe, and I almost spoken into existence. Juju's he doesn't want to be a wide receiver one. He wants to be somewhere where he can go have fun and not get the focus of the best defensive back on the opposing team. He wants to be able to kind of just exist and get his targets. That's his thing. So go on in Pittsburgh then. Rich, you're on the board with your second pick. You got Dak, Dalvin, Stafford, Kelsey, Jacobs, Allen Robinson, Kenneth Gainwell, Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, with this pick, I got to start filling out some receiver, and even though not young but still can produce when he's there, I'm going with Julio Jones.
There we go. He's another guy. It's how he has fallen very far, very far. But let's see how he produces this season with Matt Ryan. All right, Matt, your second team is on the clock. You got Saquon, Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, Jamar Chase, Jalen Hurts, Mike Evans, TJ Hawkinson, Kenny Galladay.
I think I'm just going to grab an old QB for a bit of value in Matt Ryan.
All right, so we just saw Julio go off the board. We just saw Matt Ryan go off the board. So we got some team clusters. We got 3 Pittsburgh Steelers wide receivers. We got 2 Atlanta Falcons going in this round, so it's a little bit of a theme. All right, so I'm back up with my final 2 picks for this roster because we're picking 10 rounds. So I got Justin Herbert, Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Rodgers, Terry McLaurin, Kyle Pitts, DJ Moore, Chase Edmonds, Michael Carter. My first team is going to be very mad at this selection. My second team is going to take Tony Pollard here with the my first selection, and then I'm going to go with Tylan Wallace, Oklahoma State. I think he's phenomenal. He's a route runner, physical after the catch. He's a high point wide receiver. He's a go-getter. And I think anywhere he goes, he's the dude. So Tylan Wallace, Tony Pollard, that rounds out this roster. Matt, you're back up with your final selection. You got Barkley, Watson, Hopkins, Chase, Hurts, Evans, Hawkinson, Galladay, Matt Ryan.
Probably just rounding out the running backs. I'll grab Damian Harris I think he's PFF's second highest graded running back. Bit of value there. Don't really like drafting Patriots running backs, but I think I've got a bit of hole in my side. I got Barkley, so that made sense for me.
All right. So Damian Harris off the board. Rich, your final selection for this roster has Dak, Dalvin, Stafford, Kelsey, Jacobs, Allen Robinson, Gainwell, Melvin Gordon, Julio Jones.
Yeah, with this pick, I'm going to take the true number one receiver with the Rams and go with Cooper Kupp.
Okay, that's good value there too. So in the 10th round,
Trees, buddy.
we're seeing some value here. All right, so now Nate, your final pick for the running back roster: Chubb, Henry, Elliott, Brady, Michael Thomas, Tannehill, Keenan Allen, Robert Woods, Deontay Johnson.
And one more running back, Jonnu Smith. Bring him on. I need a tight end, so.
Jonnu Smith off the board. There we go. You round out that roster. Ben, you got Lawrence, Swift, Edwards, Hilaire, Gibson, Zach Wilson, Devontae Smith, Cortland Sutton, Jalen Waddle, Juju Smith-Schuster. What's your next selection?
Yeah, I'm going to take Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, the Vikings.
Kirk kissing Cousins. That's going to stick one of these days. I've been calling it for like 3 years. It's sticking one of these times.
I think it really only sticks out there in the boonies where you're from.
Pretty much.
He needs to go to a Southern team.
All right.
Back to our Southern listeners.
So this team clearly needs a wide receiver. I've been saying this entire draft that there's still a lot of value out there at wide receiver, and obviously you all thought that too because every one of you took a wide receiver. It seems like in the last rounds. But I'm going to take a young guy with real possibility as long as he can stay healthy. And obviously a guy that I always loved is Will Fuller. So always been a huge fan of his. I love watching him play. I know he's going to Miami. I'm not super stoked about that, but I do get the stack with Tua on this team. And I love his explosive ability. And then the other wide receiver that I saw that I want, just in case he pans out. Where'd he go? Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown. So you're going with explosiveness with these last two picks. Fuller, Marquise Brown, two guys that can take the top off the defense. Very good. Now we have, Ben, your final selection of your first mock with the Plus Titles crew. Where are we going?
Kylan Hill.
Kylan Hill, stud running back, Mississippi State. Like that. Last year, him and Chuba Hubbard, if him and Hubbard came out last year, those were both consensus, top 5 running backs. Maybe not top 5, but for the rookie class, but they were up there. They were mentioned with the top back. So it was really depending on what's your flavor. So that guy's fallen. But I like that, out of sight, out of mind with him. So Kylan Hill, definitely value there, but it's also going to be a lot on where he lands. That'll be huge for him. Well, it's used for everybody, but you understand what I'm saying. Nate, your final selection, you got Josh Allen, A.J. Brown, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams, Cam Newton, Mark Andrews, Rashad Bateman, Rondale Moore, and Ronald Jones.
And I think I was going to take a wide receiver, but the more I look, there's some good tight ends, guys I really like. And I know Coach Sheps really likes this guy too. So how about Dallas Goedert?
Goedert.
I think he's going to be money. Zach Ertz is gone. He's been gone for like 2 years, but now he's really gone.
All right, I like it. I've been waiting for him to break out. It's coming. He's been consistent. He's steady Eddie. In the 10th round, steady Eddie's okay, especially in tight end premium. All right, Matt, your final selection as a member, your first time as a member, T2T crew drafting. You have Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields, J.K. Dobbins, Stephon Diggs, James Robinson, Austin Eckler, T. Higgins, Tyler Lockett, and Chase Claypool. Where are we going?
I think I'll go Kadarius Toney. It's probably going to end up like Ruggs, but I like his upside. I think if he didn't get injured, he might have gone a little bit earlier. But yeah, I'll go Kadarius Toney.
Kadarius Toney is off the board. Now, where am I going to go? My final selection. I got Mahomes, Jefferson, Lamb, Montgomery, Lance, Ayuk, Lamar Jefferson, Noah Fant, Raheem Mostert. Give me my guy, Laviska Shenault. He's out there in Jacksonville. He's got Urban Meyer, and Urban Meyer is going to use him like he used Percy Harvin. down in Florida, and I expect Laviska Shenault to get a lot of touches this season. And then to wrap this thing up, Rich, your final selection, your first time on here with the mock draft. You got McCaffrey, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, George Kittle, Darren Waller, Daniel Jones, Derek Carr, Chuba Hubbard, Trey Sermon. What's your final selection?
Yeah, on this one, man, this team's secretly putting together a receiving core that nobody's paying attention to. So I'm going with Corey Davis from the Jets.
Corey Davis. There he goes. New York Jets wide receiver 1 is off the board. Guys, hour and a half, not even. We got 10 rounds in. This thing was phenomenal. I want to thank you all for joining us this morning, helping us out. This thing was great. I think we got a lot of good stuff in here. I'm looking forward to discussing this in a future episode. We got a 10-round mock. We're going to follow this up. If you're listening at home, we're going to put it in article form. It'll all be in there. Again, give everybody a follow. I'm wrapping this thing up. I'm sorry. It's been a little long-winded, or an hour 20, but I'm going to read through everybody's Twitter info so you can go and give everybody a follow. Again, my co-host Justin is at JustinFF_. My dude Nate at Nate_Dirt19. Ben at Live from the Ben. Matt down there is at Matt Chu, MATCHHOO. Rich is at R Gonzalez. RM, you could find me at Coach Sheps, and you could find the show at Toilets to Titles on the Twitter. I'm losing my speech capability right now. I've been speaking a little bit too much, which is something no one's probably ever heard me say. But again, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, Facebook, all that good stuff. Go check out Primetime Sports Talk. And we look forward to having you guys listening and following along all throughout the offseason. We're going to be talking about free agency after this week. Then in April, we're getting into NFL draft talk. It's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned. Reach out to us. Contact us with all your fantasy football questions. We look forward to hearing from you guys. We'll be talking to you soon. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.